Good evening. I'm Drew Ogle, the Executive Director of National Repertory Theater, and I am thrilled to welcome you to tonight's event. This is the launch of our brand new Young Voices Monologue Competition, and you're about to meet a group of extraordinary young artists who have spent the last several weeks preparing for tonight's event. Thank you very much for being here to support them. Before we get started, I want to acknowledge all of our sponsors who make this event as well as all of our educational programs possible. Those are the Tennessee Arts Commission, the Metro Arts Commission, the Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee, the Schubert Foundation, the HCA Healthcare Foundation on behalf of HCA Healthcare TriStar Health, Steve and Judy Turner, and our friends at Ingram Charities. Now we've got a big night ahead of us, so let's get right to it. I want to introduce to you the director of the Young Voices Monologue Competition. He is the uber-talented Nashville-based director, actor, and educator, Mr. John Royal.
Thanks, Drew. Hi, everyone. I'm John Royal. I am the director of the Young Voices Competition, and I could not be prouder of the work that the mentors and students and the judges have done. This is an impressive collection of individuals to work with who all care about uplifting young voices. Idris Goodwin said that he would be willing to lend his work to be celebrated in this way, and we could not be more thankful and more proud. I'm born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee, and I was a young person in this school system. So to see the commitment that these young people have put in and to see these relationships that have started to develop between the young people and the mentors has been great. Now, as we celebrate Idris's work, we want to take it as authentically as possible. So you will see people of all backgrounds taking this Black playwright's work and delivering it in ways that are honest, real, and genuine. So thank you so much for your participation. Thanks for being here, and I hope you enjoy the Young Voices competition.
Hi, my name is Jessica Gilmer, and I'm performing Monologue 1 from The Blueprint. The state of things. Across the nation, hunger and starvation, aches and patience. I want to write about everything, really. The places we escape in, faces that every day take us, the faces that shake us, the spaces we love in, the places we run to. Everything, really. But I want to have fun too. I have so many interests. I'm Curious Gia. When my pen touches page, automatopoeia. You like that one? There goes fear. Bang! Out with doubt. Whoosh! A tidal wave of dowsing fires out. Everything, really. On my own, my mind roams, floats like a leaf in the ocean. On my own, feels like everything might be broken. Page gives me focus, helps me travel in style. Don't travel in real life very few miles. My life revolves around a few blocks, from the house where Dad died to where me and my son reside with neighborhood pride. All I do is work and Mom, then work, pack lunch, drop off, pick up, for smiles who smirks, and search for better and worse, or best and least. At least I got the page to give my heartbeats. I got the page to give my heartbeats. Thank you.
My name is Alonzo Rhodes, and today I'll be performing the monologue from Hype Man Pinnacle. We never had a TV, the same TV consistent, but I know him at a yard sale. After a couple weeks, then one of my mom's friends would steal it. 15-inch at a thrift store, and then one of my father's friends, pissed drunk, would put their dumb foot right through it, or punch it, or hit it with the bat, or shoot it still. Keep buying these second hand, third hand, fourth and fifth. Had to have that TV. But me, I'd be in my little corner. Headphones deep in my music. Now, if anybody ever touched my headphones, I didn't care how old, or big, or drunk they were. They want to catch these hands. You mess with my headphones. Y'all be like, you see such and such last night? And I'll be like, nope. Check this out though. These bars though. All day, every day. And I know these rhymes. I worked on them. It's not like nothing you gonna see on no TV. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Lyda Landers, and I will be doing the Realness Monologue number 2. T.O. I got served. But Professor Brown was right. I need to show and improve and probably start going to her classes more. I remember her saying something about writing from a place of deep curiosity. And I was curious about Prima, deeply about where she came from, where she grew up, which school she went to, if she had siblings, how she became an MC, her dreams. Are they like mine? I bet they are. So how to track her down? I had Lord Styles' number, but there is no way I'm calling that dude. Honestly, what's the deal with him? Seriously, do we need another rapper in a baseball cap? I had to figure out another way. As big as the city is, all the rappers assembled on a weekly basis at the same venue, the Note. Every Tuesday night, the Note was an open mic for rappers. And when I say open mic, I'm not talking about no banjos and finger snapping. Nah, these were kids who worked construction jobs and delivered UPS packages all day, every day. They lived for the opportunity to rip mics on Tuesday evenings. And you had everybody up there. You had the super political Rash Battison, black nationalist Gravitite MC. You had the battle rippity rap punchline rapper. Oh, it was a menagerie. You had every strain of gangster MC. My favorite though, the gun rap gangster. The dude who thinks he's hosting a music video. The kid from the Brubs who came to the city to pursue political science, but is crazy obsessed with hip hop and doesn't have the courage to tell his parents that he's devoted his life to a ghetto art form. You can always tell it's an MC because he usually is the one using the most syllables. Hell to the yeah, all the archetypes were in full effect, but I was waiting for the girl. There was always the girl. Only one every hip hop night has the girl. And it is a coveted position. Y'all remember Breakin', the first one, not the Electric Bungalow. When Turbo and Ozone, they are battling it out on the dance floor, pop locking, top rock, all of that. And Turbo and Ozone, there are heroes. So they're killing it. But out of nowhere, the other guys reach back and launch their secret weapon, a girl. And she proceeds to take them both out. And Turbo and Ozone suit each other this look that's like, we messed up. And sure enough, after a crushing defeat, they get their own girl. And that night, I waited until closing. And the note closes late. No girl. No Prima. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lane Parker, and I will be performing monologue number 4 from A Tribe Called Tubman. Walk with urgency, but don't rush. Sometimes you have to disrupt, but there's also great power in silence. But most people make noise just because they fear silence. Silence is too close to death. But when you're making your run, silence is your cover. In the tar of night, you have to learn how to say everything with no words. Sometimes with no movements. Hope your ankles never meet the fangs of pit vipers or the gray wolf, able to keep you sense and stillness until the black bear passes. The hounds will follow your scent, but after enough time, as you near freedom's border, you begin to change, and your scent does too. Out there, my muskrat trapping skills was useful because the smell of a decaying pile of flesh of a dead muskrat or possum will throw off even the best hound. You have to know death. You have to know him and let him know you. Not too close, but he and you have to come to some kind of understanding. Because God ain't the only one who answers prayers. When they were going to sell me again, tear me away again. This time for my husband and my parents, I prayed. For my so-called master to reconsider. But still, the folks, they came down to look me over like I was a mule. But when I switched the prayer, asked God to put me through to Mr. Death, sure enough, a couple weeks later, the posters for my sale came on down. And I didn't feel bad about it. I asked for the peaceful route first. And he didn't want to put his boots on the gravel. So Mr. Death stepped in. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jordan Rainey. I attend IT Cresswell Middle School for the Arts. Today, I will perform Nothing Rhymes with Juneteenth. You all know the story? Divided states, civil wars, bullets and hate, brother versus brother, slave versus master, a bloody chapter of American disaster. Lincoln had a plan to free every man, woman and girl enslaved in the land. The South said, wait, that's not your call. The war wasn't over. The news got stalled. 2 years after emancipation, black people were enslaved across the nation. They didn't know the South would lose, and soon they get the freedom news. Until then, they stayed in danger, waiting on the troops of General Granger. June 19th was the date. Jubilee! Jubilee! Let's celebrate! And word is spread across the South. And that's what Juneteenth is about. So from Texas to Tennessee, hip hip hooray! Now we're free! June is here! We are free! Celebrate this day for eternity. We are free! Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah Krim. I'm 12 years old, and today I will be performing the Blueprint Monologue 1. The state of things across the nation. Hunger, starvation, aches, and patience. I want to write about everything, really. The places we escape in. Faces that every day take us. The faces that shake us. The spaces we love in. The places we run to. Everything, really. But I want to have fun too. I have so many interests. I'm curious Gia. When my pen touches page, onomatopoeia. There goes fear. Bang! Out with doubt. Whoosh! A tidal wave dousing fires out. Yeah, everything really. On my own, my mind roams. Floats like a leaf in the ocean. On my own, it feels like everything might be broken. Page gives me focus. Helps me travel in style. Don't travel in real life very few miles. My life revolves around a few blocks. From the house where Dad died, where me and my son reside with neighborhood pride. All I do is work. And Mom. And work, make lunch, drop off, pick up, forced smiles and loose smirks. And search for better. In worst, or best and least. At least I got the page to give my heart beats. I got the page to give my heart beats. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Cameron Hukasian, and I'll be doing the Pinnacle Monologue by Hype Man. We never had a TV. The same TV consistent. Buy an old one at a yard sale. A couple weeks later, one of my mom's friends would steal it. 15-inch at a thrift store. One of my father's friends, pissed drunk, would put their dumb foot through it, punch it, hit it with a bat, shoot it still. Keep buying these. Secondhand, third hand, fourth, fifth. Had to have that TV. But me, I'd be in my little corner with my headphones on, deep in the music. Now, if anyone ever touched my headphones, I didn't care how big or old or tough you might be or drunk you might be. You're gonna catch these hands you mess with my headphones. Y'all would be like, hey, you see such and such last night? I'd be like, nope. But check out these bars though. All day. Every day. And I know these rhymes I worked on, they ain't nothing like nobody's gonna see on no TV.
Hello, my name is Emma Reese. I'm in the 7th grade, and I will be performing the Realness Monologue number 3. Thank you. We got Lord Style, and we got Roy Perez. We see the pre-battle ritual of MCs coming to the stage trying to look intimidating, so they're ready to face off. The crowd is on fire. Camcorders are rolling, tape recorders moving. Everybody is amped. A battle for the ages is about to go down. The coin toss. Lord Style calls heads. It's tails. Roy wants Lord Style to go first. Lord Style takes the mic as the first beat plays. But then the DJ stops the music. He didn't fade it out, he just stopped it. Hey, y'all, sorry, but I got some bad news for y'all. Somebody just shot up Notorious B.I.G. He's dead. I lowered my camera. And the sick thing, some people in the crowd started laughing. Some yelled Tupac's name. I look around and cats start going nuts. The DJ keeps trying to cut in, galvanize the audience towards a moment of silence. But the crowd, they've been here since the morning. They are hyped up on everything. They didn't come here for silence, and the Biggie supporters are not feeling the lack of respect, and everyone in between just wants the battle. We're in a barn, somewhere in Ohio. We're here to watch simulated warfare, and we hear of actual death, and we take it as some sort of spy versus spy comic strip, like one of them will jump off, dust off the gunpowder, and live to cut another album. The stage clears as the cops begin to come in and come do their cop thing. We're all backstage, quiet. We hear the escalating chaos, and there's no doubt that every single person is thinking, I hope they don't come back here and kill us. They rescheduled the final bout for a later date. We drove back home that night, Roy and me. We were quiet. We didn't play the radio or CDs or talk about all the battles he won. We just sat there thinking about these 2 dead rappers. It's created a bit of a challenge in my mind since that night I haven't been able to listen to a rapper rap about a gun or a bullet or a beatdown. And since that night, I sit thinking about these 2 dead rappers, wondering who might be next. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Bintan Aslan, and I'll be performing Verb Monologue 2 from Hype Man. Dr. Nur Mohammed told me my biggest problem. Well, she didn't say your biggest problem, but it's what she meant. My biggest problem. She says I walk around with the seed doesn't seed a flower type mentality. She's kind of poetic like that. Like the positive stuff that we do today, we don't always live to see the effects in our lifetime. And she says that I think. Well, she says that I think, why bother doing anything at all? Why plant any seeds? This soil is poison. The flower may or may not grow, and if it does, somebody can just come along and tear it up. She says that cynicism, that I'm cynical, and that's why I was always self-medicating. She's been convincing me, though, that sometimes the seed does see the flower. Or it might. Still, I'm impatient. I can't sit by just hoping to catch whiff of the flower, you know? And how do I know it's a flower and not just some weed? I can't stop thinking about how long black people had to wait for basics. Basics? It's the 21st century. We're still out here asking for... No. Later for that. Later for this. No. Pieces of paper don't scare me. I got something I want to say. I'm gonna say it. Pieces of paper, contracts, whatever. They don't mean nothing. Can't nothing stop the truth. Thank you.
My name is Anna Bigelow, and I will be performing More Statues Need High Heels. More statues need high heels. A community organizer in St. Paul, Minnesota is petitioning the local government to replace a statue of Christopher Columbus with a monument celebrating Prince, September 2017. Dearly beloved, you've gathered under my purple gaze against this Twin City gray. You birthed this monument, copied and pasted me over another explorer. I too searched for new land, stood stern, firmly scanning a new plateau. I got lost too, but I looked to the moon. It always led me to you, and when I got to you, I did not terrorize. I played you a tune. And now let us resume. Bodies were not built to last, but in this form I can remind you daily. A blank face may say it all, and two cheeks say even more. Do not smile when a smirk is necessary. If you must, when you must throw shade over the blinding glow of mediocrity, throw it hard. Know all the colors in a prism, feel the fabrics in the loom, live between funk and rock, Batman and Joker, between masculine and feminine. Let the world know you're being enslaved when your output is held captive, running its strings across bars. But to become slave to exploration, get lost, feel the waves below the hull, guide till you reach land. Climb down, let your Andre #1 heels collide with the sand of this land, new only to you. Listen for the metronome. And when invited, release all the past inside. All your Bootsy and Jimmy and James will kick sand to the wind, your fingerprints etched into every grain. Will be carried across the Great Lakes, along interstates, farms, mountains, swamps, and sewers, curbs, corners, out car windows, up the highest rises, through the antennas and out across the galaxy. Bodies weren't meant to last, but the reverb dance eternal. But I have gone astray. Forgive me, I am dreaming. As I say this, dreaming, as explorers do, through all space, through all time. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Margot Boone. I'm 16, and I'll be performing Monologue 2 from the Blueprint. Yes, I broached the subject of race in my class because my class has a historical basis, and everything in America with a historical basis has a racialized context, and any digging we do will unearth those bones. Of course I broached race in my class. I'm doing my job. You want to lose it to our rhythms and posture, like our youth that chew on our slang, but the anger comes with it. You want to pop finger to our blues, exercises sexual attention, shake hips and glide along floors and videos with cornrows. But the anxiety, the fear comes with it. You want to saddle up to us at the club, attack yourself to the demeanor, dab up and talk slick, dip down to the cool. But the cool comes out of the heat, a byproduct of the fire unleashed on generations. The cool is how we navigate and keep from exploding. The cool comes from red summers and riots and water hosings and red liming and school closings and the red stained fangs of shepherds. We can't be cool if you don't know that. Nobody wants to stop talking about it more than we do. Nobody wants to start walking around with race records rotating my mind like I do, but the moment words like human race and we all bleed this game escape past the plantations of our optimism. Another cop walks after killing a child, a teenager, for holding candy or plastic. Another bus full of poor folk, black and brown, are dumped into another prison for bullshit. Another project building's being closed. Another textbook is being written. Another episode of American history is on the cutting room floor. Another white actor leads black people to freedom and enlightenment. Another greenback is putting the face of an Indian killer who killed tribes that weren't even from India. A slave owner, an imperialist, another white middle-aged media conglomerate owning millionaire is pumping gas into his yacht off the sale of black pain. And another white college student is suing an institution for giving away an assumed seat as if an Ivy League graduate of color will tomorrow tip the scales of privilege. Does a discussion of race make you uncomfortable? Look around. I'm outnumbered. I don't walk around assuming that everyone that looks different than me is a threat, but I am always aware. I carry the history. I carry the reality. That's called survival. Ask a woman if she ever forgets she's in the presence of a man. No, ask a man if he ever forgets he's in the presence of a beast. So we can be cool, yeah, but first you have to understand the temperature, the bop, the swag. The slick talk comes from kerosene and ashes, scar tissue and nerves. There's a bubbling brook underneath that courses through my bones every time I've been called on, called out, called out of my name, called to testify and be tested. Every time I've been singled out, every invasion of my personal space, every ignorant stick and stone is a reminder that I'm outnumbered. Tell me repeatedly to get over it. Tell me repeatedly to let it go. Tell me repeatedly there's no problem. Tell me repeatedly there's no problem. There is no problem. No. The moment I say there's no problem, the moment I think there's no problem, the moment my lips, my color, my dialect dissolve, I see the shadow my body casts in white light. The moment we are finally given benefit of the doubt, when our fact is taken at true value, then maybe then we can be cool. I am resigning. Thank you very much.